Hello, my pack, my tribe. Welcome to Howling After Dark. We're retrying the EVPs because I listened to the show after I broadcast it, and I could barely hear them. So what I went ahead and did is I exported them all to Spreaker, so everybody should be able to hear them just fine. And then also we're going to be doing live EVP tonight. But before we get to all that, I'm going to do something a little bit different than what I normally do. Normally I have this show, Howling After Dark, and then I have another show called Ghostless Hard Rock Den, which is all music. But I think that this song is just kind of really fits the mood of tonight, and it's a cover. It's actually a hard rock or metal cover of a pretty well-known song by Seal. And I love the way that this was done, so I hope you guys enjoy it too. I'm going to go ahead and play this song for you, and then we're going to go right into the EVPs. Alright, here we go. All right, well, there you have it. That's actually a band called No Fair Fights. And I didn't know that they did this. I actually kind of know a couple of the guys in this band. They're from Denver, which is, as fate would have it, where my mom and my sister and my stepdad all live. And I was just kind of thinking about tonight, and I just happened to come across a video for this song on YouTube, like a lyric video, and I'm like, wow, that kind of fits. So I just wanted to share that. Okay, this EVP I've got coming up. I actually played this for you guys before. This was from our last investigation at the Fire Museum. And once again, it's by far the most active I've ever seen it there. In 3 years. So I think that kind of says a lot. And it was me, Reagan, and Abby, and we were up in the attic. Okay, I realize it still may not sound too clear, because it is coming across the echo box and doesn't always transfer well, to radio. But we were getting direct responses to the stuff we were asking and the stuff we were saying. And I actually picked up on a lot more listening to it over my digital recorder than I did, in the moment. And like for example, and I'm going to let this play through, and then I'll play parts of it again. But like the part where I asked if it was taking energy from Reagan. What it said, or at least what I think it said, is, yeah, I'm trying to speak. And then it said my name a few times. There was a female spirit present. I think Reagan will probably recall this. And I didn't hear it at the time, but on my digital recorder, we actually have her asking for help. And the little boy spirit that had been following her around, that she didn't have a name for him, I heard Jonah. And I did actually hear Jonah, that night, but he said it before I even asked what his name was. And also said it a few other times after. So, here we go. Okay, you may be able to hear it right there at the end when I say how many people are here right now. What I hear there right at the end is 7. Um, so let me just get back to like that part. We'll go ahead and play this again. So how many people are here right now? It sounds like at first he says 8, and then like maybe somebody left, and then he goes 7. And then I didn't realize this, but evidently I cut out the part where we got the name Jonah when I was importing this to my computer to put on Spreaker. So I do still have it on my digital recorder. It's just not on here. So I'll have to. One second, folks. I'm trying to find it. Did you say something about me? I think that's the wrong one. I think that was when we were in the soda shop. I think this is the one.
Yeah. EVP session rolling. Ghost of paranormal. I'm gonna set this down here where this shadow moves all
Yeah,
the time.
this is when we were in the attic. Let me fast forward this a bit. Try and get to that part.
Are you taking energy from Reagan? Don't take too much, okay? You guys are displaying a lot of energy right now. Is there any way you can shoot yourself? No? Tried it? Yeah, I know. Oh, I don't know. Are you talking about me or talking to me? Sorry, I just can't make out everything you're saying. Okay, thanks. So how many people are here right now? Nine. You say 9 people? One at a time. Can you say your name?
That was Jonah number one. And there you have it. He actually says Jonah a couple times throughout there. Um, I don't know how well you can hear it through my mic. Hopefully it's better this time because I kind of sort of figured out what the problem was. From the last time. I have a new headset and it has a different volume setting for the mic than from just the headphones, and I had it turned down too low. um, but yeah, I realize it's probably still really hard to hear, but uh, I will work on getting that at least that bit on here so people can hear it. I may even do like a YouTube thing and post it so that people can check that out for themselves. Actually, I've already done that, Becca. Becca was saying something about playing EVPs from the computer itself. Yeah, I already have some of these uploaded in Spreaker. I just was playing that because for whatever reason I didn't catch that part when I was recording and transferring everything over. But this next one is actually on Spreaker, so you should be able to hear it pretty well. This was when me, Reagan, and Abby were back in the soda shop, and somebody was messing with Donnie. And well, you kind of hear me go off a little bit. So, anyways, here we go. EVP rolling in the soda shop, Mansfield Park Museum. John, are you here? I'll take that as a yes. Nice to talk to you again. It's been a while, but
Somebody's happy.
we're happy to see you anyway. Yeah, we'll always eventually find out. You know that, right? Once again, I'll take that as a yes. So how you been, bud? Hey, Johnny, can you tell me where you're at right now? Are you in your corner? What do you say? We're having a little trouble hearing you, bud. You lost it? Is that what you said?
It's a false statement.
What? What's a false statement?
He cracks my head.
Crack?
Or something.
Is
Donnie? If this is Donnie we're talking to, can you please turn that flashlight on? Whoa.
Who's here?
Donnie, is there somebody else here? Donnie, did somebody crack you in the head? Are they here now?
Did he just remind you?
They're behind me on the other side of the wall? Whoever's messing with Donnie is leaving him alone. We're going to have problems.
And there you have it. Now, I heard pretty clearly him say that he was cracked in the head, that I didn't hear it at the time, but I heard it when I reviewed it on my digital recorder. He said, "Jay, protect me." And then I heard him once again say he was cracked in the head. And then he said, when I asked where they were, he said, "They're behind you." I said, "Behind me? You mean on the other side of the wall?" He goes, "Yeah, then they won't leave." But evidently they did when I went out there and kind of stood up to him. I don't know. All I can say is that there's two facts I can say definitely is that I've been going to the Fire Museum pretty regularly for like 3 years and have never seen it as active as it was that night. And two, I strongly believe that whatever potentially negative spirits were messing with Donnie that night were brought in by somebody else. Somebody that was there a different night when we weren't there. That's just speculation, though, at this point. Obviously, I have no proof of that, but that's just my instincts on it. So, All right, all you in chat, is there any questions so far or any comments, anything before I continue? All right. Well, I'm going to play some more classic ones from the Fire Museum. These were from like quite a while ago. I don't remember exactly when because, I'm on native time. But I'm just going to play these really quick, and then after that, we'll probably be back for part two of tonight's show. And in part two, I'm actually going to do a live EVP session, and we'll see what happens. So, here we go. This first one is once again from the attic. And there's not a lot to hear here, except there's a part, like you hear me. I stuck my digital recorder in the same place every time I'm up there. I set it at the far end of the room because we always see shadows back there, and I'm trying to get them to communicate. And you hear me. I say something about it or ask something about it, and you hear me walking up, placing the recorder down, and then you hear me walking back. And then sometime after that, there's footsteps. But the thing is that we were all sitting down. There was nobody walking around that night. Up in the attic at that point in time. So, yeah, it's kind of not a EVP per se, but still interesting. EVP session recording, attic of the Fire Museum. If you're here with us tonight, we'd really like it if you could talk to us or show yourself. Yeah, it's just three of us. Okay, I'm going to set my recorder right here. This device with the little Okay, it's right there at the end. There's nobody else walking around, and I wasn't walking at that point. Okay, I'm going to set my recorder right here. This device with the little three of us. Okay, I'm going to set my recorder right here. This device with the little. It may be a little hard to hear, but there's like three steps that are very distinctive, and it sounds like it's coming from right behind me. I didn't hear it in the moment. I mean, obviously, you don't hear me react to it, so I didn't hear it at the time. I didn't hear it until I played this back. So, once again, not an EVP per se, but still pretty interesting stuff. Okay, this next one, it's from the same investigation, so, same kind of time frame. And we were in this area called the safety house, and what the safety house is, it's kind of like a little mock house that they have set up, complete with like furniture and like or appliances, like a refrigerator and a stove, and like beds in the bedroom and the whole 9 yards. It's made up to look and feel exactly like a normal house. This is really small, and the purpose of it is to teach children uh, fire safety. You know how to plan routes ahead of time just in case of a fire. The whole stop, drop, and roll thing. All that stuff. And there are certain spirits that, in particular, really like that area. I think it kind of reminds them of home. So, well, you'll hear.
Is that you just showing yourself in the camera? Can you show yourself again?
Okay, couple of things really quick. That kind of like popping or knocking sound that you hear, that was not any of us. Um, Once again, we didn't hear it at the time. We don't react to it. But you do hear me reacting to something I saw. I just didn't hear it. Um, so it's a good example of, things kind of fitting together. And the second thing is that kind of like whooshing sound you're hearing is the fans that were going on in the place. For whatever reason, Bobby didn't want to turn them off that night. So, um, like everywhere downstairs we were, we kind of had to deal with that. Um, and kind of just be aware that that's what it was. So here we go, continuing with the safety house.
Yeah, you should have seen that more. Yeah, it makes sense. And it was definitely not an insect because it was the way it was moving. And it looked like it had wings or anything. Right. But all I know is that, ooh, it shadowed this one. This looked like an adult man. Anyways,
Okay, last one I'm going to play for the set is same time frame, same investigation, and we were in the soda shop. And this is more typical, excuse me, this is more typical of what the soda shop is usually like.
EVP session recording, soda shop. You here, Donnie?
Okay, once again, there's those popping or knocking sounds which seem to follow us around the whole night. Um, this particular investigation, we didn't get any voices per se. Well, there was one, but it was such poor quality that I didn't feel like presenting it. But we got these weird knocking sounds in our EVPs all over the building this night, yet we didn't hear them at the time. So it was very, very strange. All right, stay tuned, folks. I'll be right back with part two and live EVP.